We're live.
Oh,
It's always really like unsure. I'm really unsure like when we go live, but it just said live. So
yes.
I feel like there should be a sound.
Bonjour tout le monde.
Hi everyone. I'm Amy from Bien Aimée, based here in Paris, France.
And I'm Julia, also from Bien Aimée, also in Paris, France.
And this is Amy the sheep.
She's our little crochet co-host.
She's our new mascot. I think she's just going to kind of hang out with us for all of the lives until the kittens are old enough and I bring them to the office. And we'll have kittens on our YouTube.
Yes, please. That would be chaotic and fun.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen. My kittens are going to become acclimated to traveling with me. So I want to. But anyways, we're really glad to be here. We're a little bit delirious with excitement for the pop-up. We are setting up the pop-up this weekend, you guys.
Yes.
Yeah. We call it the déménagement.
Yeah,
the big move. Oh my
moving
gosh.
out and moving in.
Yes. We're going to be taking all of the merchandise and just like everything that we need, furniture, samples. You can see back here, we have 2 racks of samples that are going to be coming with us to the pop-up for the trunk show. Speaking of a brand new sample of Ranunculus here that I am wearing will be there as well.
Mm-hmm.
This is a culmination of like 6 months of work.
Yes.
Yeah. We've been working for this pop-up nonstop for the last 6 months, and we're super excited to open on May 13th.
Yes, next Tuesday.
Yes.
So in less than a week, we have been packing, we have been making lists, we have been busy. In the meantime, doing events. We just had an event last weekend in Aix-en-Provence, which was super exciting. Yeah, that was great.
With one of our stockists that's stocked La Bien Aimée for a long time, called Le Chat qui Tricote. It's a beautiful little tea house and yarn shop in the south of France in the city called Aix-en-Provence. So if you're ever traveling around France in the south, please go.
Yes,
Yeah.
It's such a nice shop. Camille has a big space. It's so cool to hang out there.
And Aix is so beautiful too. It's
so beautiful.
It's where like Cézanne made all of his paintings.
Yeah.
And you actually feel like you're walking in a Cézanne painting.
Absolutely. The light is different. The colors are beautiful. What a beautiful town.
It's incredible. It's incredible.
And we had very good food as well.
Oh my gosh. I'm still thinking about it. So today, this is Countdown to the Pop-Up Part 2. And we are going to be showing you some more of these special products and colorways that we've made for the pop-up. So obviously, Amy the sheep's going to be there, but we're not going to talk about her today because we already talked about her a couple episodes ago. So she'll sit here and keep us company. Why don't we just dig in?
Yes, let's dig in.
Okay. What should I start with?
I think we should start with new colors.
Okay, new colors. I'm very excited about this. Ta-da! We have this one. Why don't you hold that one? This one is called Feels, or you can just call it All the Feels. I love how it came out on Big Kumo.
Yes.
So this is a mashup of 2 of my OG colors that I made within the first year of La Bien Aimée. Life Aquatic, named after the film, if you've seen it, and Driftwood Graffiti. And I think we see it the best on this one.
Absolutely.
Less fuzzy bases.
So that's on Merino Sport. It came out so beautiful. You can really see the areas of the neutral beige and the minty green. It has all the speckles as well.
Super fun.
This is such a cool color.
Yeah, and these are 2 of our oldest colors that we have kind of mashed up to put together. And this is called Feels. So this will be releasing at the pop-up and also online.
Online, yes. So next Tuesday, May 13, we open the La Bien Aimée pop-up shop for 2 weeks. And most of our new releases will be online on the La Bien Aimée website at the same time. So if you can't come and visit us in Paris, we understand. And we don't want you to feel left out. So we planned everything so that it will be online as well.
Absolutely.
There's just a couple of things that we couldn't order a lot of. For example, the Kuroneko bag that we showed last week. This one we are just bringing to the pop-up with us. If we have some left,
I think that's the
we'll
only
put them online.
only exclusivity that we have for
absolutely.
the pop-up.
Yeah.
Everything else will be available online, including all of the new colors that we're getting ready to show you.
Yeah.
So let's move on to the next one here. This one is Vibin.
It's so good.
And it's its own vibe. I mean, seriously. Love this one.
This one I'm obsessed with.
Love
Absolutely.
it. I think that this one
it.
would be so great for a sweater.
Absolutely.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
So here we have it on Alix and on Big Kumo.
It came out so good.
And these are only just 2 examples of this base, of this color, but we are dyeing it on a bunch of other bases as well.
Tons of bases, absolutely. Also, I think we forgot to say these colors are part of our Millennial collection.
Yes. So these are all going into the Millennial collection. So they'll be joining Millennial Pink and High Key Purple. So we'll have, I'll show them all at the end. So we have Vibin that's going to be joining in. Pink is a big theme in this collection. I feel like millennials really like pink. I don't know. I'm not this generation. I love pink.
It's gonna be pink. It's la Bien Aimée.
So the next one was a really new. It's a brand new color for us.
So fun.
Bright neon green, and this one we're calling Lit. Because literally when it came out of the pots, I was like, dang, that is so bright. It is so bright. And I'm not sure if it really translates here on the screen, but it's just bright green. And it's very different than our other neon greens that we have.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I remember when you told me about it first, you said it's like radioactive green.
Yes.
It absolutely is.
Absolutely. Radioactive green. So I think that this will be a really fun color. I want to try to integrate this as an accent color into a bandana or a sweater. I think it would be super
shawl,
cool.
it would be, you know what I was thinking? I saw that someone was making a lento and was adding like, you know, a little row at the cast on all the cuffs and stuff. And I think like this
would be so cool. Like doing a tubular bind off in Lit. Would be so cool. So here are the 3 new colors together. I just love how the collection looks, and they will be joining Millennial Pink and High Key Purple. And so these will be coming out on May 13th.
Yes, at 11 a.m. Paris time.
Online and at our pop-up in person.
When we open everything together at once.
All right.
So much fun.
What else do we have? Let's do we have more yarn to show you, but we're going to do non-yarn products now.
We have a new project bag. That is so much fun.
I love this design.
It came out so fun.
This is pixelated me.
Yeah. Pixelated Amy and Phoebe.
Exactly.
The little black cat.
So cute.
And you say, bon tricot, happy knitting. It has little space invaders in colorful at the bottom. It's just so fun.
So very cute. This was inspired by my love for everything Space Invaders. If you know me personally, there's a French designer. I think he calls himself Invader. And he makes these Space Invaders and he puts them all over the buildings here in Paris, but also all over the world. I have hunted for Space Invaders in Amsterdam and in Tokyo, and it's such a fun little app to play. We'll link it in the comments below. And I worked with my friend Aldo, who lives in Japan, who's done our winter coverings for the last couple years. And I knew I wanted the theme for this pop-up to be rainbow. So I kind of was like, can we make yarn balls? And so that's where the yarn ball design came in. And then he was like, I have this idea. And since he knows me so well, because we went hunting for Space Invaders in Tokyo, he was one of the friends that I dragged around Tokyo with me searching for Space Invaders. He came up with this idea of using the pixelated me. And I love it. That's me wearing a checkered Ace and Jake dress.
And this design is actually going to be on the back window of the pop-up shop.
Yes, absolutely. So if you're coming to the pop-up, come by and take a selfie with Pixelated Amy. On the back side of the pop-up, we're also going to have these awesome project bags. We're going to be making lots of other things. We'll have stickers. We're going to make tote bags and things like this with this image. And these will all be available at the pop-up and online. And as we develop more products, we'll definitely let you guys know.
For now, we will have stickers and project bags.
If you remember last year or last pop-up, this was the theme right here, which is, let me get this centered here.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yarn Nerd. So this says Yarn Nerd, and our theme for the last pop-up was sparkle.
Yeah.
So we had lots of sparkle things featuring this logo here. And we have our new pop-up sticker here that was worked on by Lolita here on staff. And I love how she's put in Phoebe, my little black cat.
And then all the bandanas.
And the bandanas
hanging
in the window here. So that's just a little preview of some of the fun little...
How we're going to decorate the shop as well.
Exactly.
We're not bringing the cat, but, you know.
The cat will be old enough. We'll be cats. That's actually
maybe we'll wear our ears.
We should.
We have cat ears.
We have plans. We'll have our cat ears on.
Absolutely. So. Another very exciting accessory. This is something we've been working on for a while as well. We have made our own Bien Aimée ICord Needles. Why am I whispering?
Yes, ICord Needles.
ICord Needles.
You're going into your like YouTube radio
I'm
voice.
Doing my podcast voice. Sorry. I don't know if you guys saw on our Instagram the reels we posted last night.
Julia did the voiceover for our latest DTO.
I worked really hard to do my podcast voice.
So this is a beautiful tool that's made by Tomoko Works in Japan. And they had reached out to me, I think last year to start this collaboration. They make aluminum tools, and this one is called the ICord Needle tool. And it's to make, I'm going to get really close so you can see. It's got the little hooks that you often see on knitting machines here to make I-cords. And what I really love about this is the sleek design of the handle. These are actually made for us, so they are co-branded with the LBA logo. There we go, you can see it. And Tomoko Works logo as well.
Yeah, and Tomoko is, I don't know if it's her name, I think it is. She's a knitter, and she is a knitting machine knitter. She was inspired by the teeth of the knitting machine, I don't know, or the needles of the knitting machine to make this. And we've been using it, and it works great. It's very light as well. I love how it's pretty thin and light. It's not bulky at all. It's really nice to use.
We've made some swatches here. The swatches are quite small. Actually, we should probably take some photos of these. But what is really great is that we can use our fine gauged yarns. So like using Felix, or Alix single strand to make very small I-cords. These would be super great for applied I-cords onto a bandana or a sleeve or onto a sweater. We've also done it here, I can tell, with a fingering weight yarn.
Yeah.
And it makes a nice and tidy and actually tight gauge I-cord, which is really great.
So they come in actually two sizes. We have the small one is between around a 3.5 millimeter, and it works for anything from a lace weight to a sport weight. And then the larger one is a 4.5 millimeter, and this one is for anything more than a sport weight. So DK, worsted, Aran, and bulky.
And you can use it to apply an I-cord. So here we've been doing some tests on an existing swatch. And we've been playing around where to kind of stick the needle in. It's a really cool tool, and I think that it'll be very fun to use and to integrate into our Notion pouches.
Yeah.
So this is an exclusivity that you'll be able to find at the pop-up and online. The ICord needle from Tomoko Works. And these are the LBA branded ones.
Yeah, brand new.
Brand new. Very exciting.
Super exciting.
I love tools. I'm obsessed with
always on the hunt for
knitting,
new tools.
Gadgets, and things like that. I'm always. So speaking of more knitting gadgets and things, we have a special accessory here from our friends at Thread and Maple. I think there's another one inside.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
And so they've made us two versions, obviously using our favorite colors, yellow and pink. Look at how cute this is.
Oh my gosh.
And this tool is actually one of my favorite tools of theirs.
We already have them online.
Yeah.
I've been using mine for, 2 years.
I love this one.
Yeah.
It's perfect because it's, first of all, the magnetic is very handy. I open it and I often use it as a stitch marker catcher, and I'll put my stitch marker here. It comes with 2 needles. It has a little pair of scissors. You can also stash things away. I stashed some like yarn inside of here. And also in the back zip, there's stitch markers.
Yes.
Inside that come.
This is just the perfect thing to have. Like I just add it into my project bag of whatever project I'm working on.
Yes.
When you don't want to carry around your all of your tools, this has just the essentials.
And it's branded with La Bien Aimée logo and the thread and maple logo.
Mm-hmm. So they come in yellow on the outside and pink on the inside, and pink on the outside and yellow on the inside.
Super fun. And to go along with this, because I love little pouches. I think little pouches are super handy. I travel a lot, and so sometimes I just need to stick things in. This is a super great little travel pouch. You can also use it as a notions pouch. Your on the go actually fits
perfect
inside, and you can get a lot of other things inside here. And this is also branded as well, La Bien Aimée Thread and Maple, and it's got 2 colors, pink and yellow. And these will be available as well at the pop-up and online.
And these are in really limited quantities, the pouches.
Yes. There were some issues with sourcing the leather, but we are going to continue to develop this product. I really like the size of the pouch. I think this is super handy.
Absolutely. I think they offered them to us to use up all the leather, so that because they really want to avoid any waste. And we were like, yeah, these are super nice. So these we only have a few, and they're really nice. I love them.
Okay.
All right.
We got a checklist, guys, and we're going through everything.
Absolutely. Let's finish with something very, very exciting.
Sure. Oh, yes. We have kits for Tomomi Mimura's technique of this mosaic embroidery. And I think this one, are these both the same kit?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So this is the 10 color kit.
Yeah.
Yes. So you can see that it's branded with the LBA 10th anniversary. These are special kits that Tomomi developed for us. And inside it features
La Bien Aimée
yarn. Yarns in different fingering weights that would be perfect to do this mosaic technique. Let's actually show the bandana.
Absolutely. So we've been working with Tomomi. We made bandanas and she embroidered them.
Look at how cute this is. Oh my god. Oh gosh.
So this,
can you see that?
And it's all dangly.
And she's done like these like teeny tiny little embroideries. So this embroidery, this little character here from this kit, you could actually go and just embroider straight onto a sweater, or you could make yourself a little bandana. I saw somebody online who tagged me saying that they made their bandana in preparation for this class so that they can do this technique on. That is a brilliant idea.
Awesome.
I can't wait.
So this, I think this one is the 10 color one, the small one, uses 10 colors. So we will have kits, small and big kits. The small kits have 10 colors and the big kits have 30 colors.
Look at how cute this is.
So cute. Oh my gosh.
I'm dying.
And Tomomi added some little flowers. I don't know if. Oh my gosh. So this one has 3 little bears holding up flowers. Oh, that's so much fun. And then Tomomi did something else.
She made a special 10th anniversary bandana. So this is featuring J'ai Dix Ans, same color that I'm wearing in my sweater, and here on an Alix. And we've actually marled it. And it's hard to see on screen because the contrast is quite low, but it's super cute because there's a heathering effect. We've marled it with Helix so that you can see here the logo. And I just love how she did this. This is such a beautiful piece. And she's done her little mosaic character.
He has a little knitting. Oh.
So adorable. So adorable. Oh my gosh. It's just incredible, the logo too. When we opened the package, we were all literally like, oh
yes, we lost our minds.
Yes. So good. So these will be at the exploration station so that people can come and see them and get inspired. This is something that you can do with these little kits. And we have made a lot of kits.
Yes.
A lot. We will have these at the pop-up and we will have them online as well.
So you can order them because I think these are the ones that we've had the most requests for.
Yes.
Literally tons of requests. So they will be online starting next Tuesday May 13th at 11 a.m. Paris time as well. You have 10 colors or 30 colors to make a small animal or a big one.
And it also comes with everything you need to do the embroidery. So it's going to have actually, I don't even know what this paper is called that they use.
Is it transfer paper?
Transfer paper. So it's got the motif on it, and there's going to be different motifs in here that you can use. It's also going to have what you need for the eyes and the nose. And I think also the hoop as well, right? Yes, the embroidery hoop. So super great kit. Look for those. If you're wanting to learn a new technique, this is very accessible. I know that a lot of people were expressing that they couldn't get into the workshop because the workshop only had a small amount of spots, but the book is extremely informative. You can definitely learn to do this technique by using her book, and her book is called Tiny Friends. Tiny Friends. And
I have it. It explains everything.
Yes.
It has lots of different animals in there. It is so much fun.
Yes, so give it a try. I absolutely love this technique, and I find it super relaxing, and you don't need that much yarn. You see how much
you really need just little bits
of yarn.
bits.
So if you got everyone's got stash and we've got leftovers, go in there and grab those fingering weight. Tomomi recommends using singles because that's her favorite. I think we have some examples with singles right here, like this one. A singles. There's something she was saying when she taught the class. The singles just grab the light in a different way, and when you use this technique to do the mosaic embroidery, it really shows off. Yep. Turn it this way, like that, so you can see that. So anything from the kit, you can just take and just embroider right onto your knitwear. So
so we had our little elves come and make these little bits of yarn. It doesn't look like it, but it was a lot of work.
It is a lot of work because we had to pull the yarns off, make the little butterflies. But we made lots of kits, and those will be online starting May 13th.
Yes, they're very colorful. So much fun.
Okay.
So
now
we finished with our new releases for the pop-up. I think between last week and this week.
Aren't we missing?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Let me go get it. Where is it? Oh, don't we have the yarn?
See.
Okay.
We showed
we're gonna get the yarn.
We showed J'ai Dix Ans last time.
So last week we showed you Les Dix Ans the skeins, and now we're going to show you. This is what it's knit up in my ranunculus. So this is my first of many sweaters that are going to be happening in J'ai Dix Ans.
So this one is.
There we go. So last week we showed you guys this colorway, and now we have it knit up into my sweater here, the ranunculus, which I'm super excited. This is I think this is the most knit pattern on Ravelry.
Yeah.
And I've always seen it up in the top, always in the top 10 of patterns. And so I was like, I need a ranunculus, and I knew that this sweater, I would love it because I had knit Love Note before we knit the ranunculus. And that's what Julia's wearing. And gosh, I love the Love Note. I kind of actually want to knit one. I've already knit this once before, and I remember, and it was so much fun to knit. So this is what J'ai Dix Ans looks like in the ranunculus, and it really is a mix of two of my favorite colors, pink and yellow, and super fun. And we used Alix.
This one is Alix and Soyeux.
Alix and Soyeux together. So soft.
I love the gauge. So it's 2 lace weights.
Yeah.
Knit on a big needle, and it looks so good.
I opted for more fitted sleeves because I do not like to have big bouffant sleeves, but I'm kind of changing my mind.
I know.
Because I have another sweater.
Oh my gosh, it is the best.
And do we have it here?
Yeah.
Can we show it?
We should.
We should show it. Let me show you my cherry sweater, another design by Midori Hirose.
It is right here. Déjà, it is a cloud of mohair.
And it's in my favorite color. Can you guys guess? But I'm not going to throw this on right now, but look at this sleeve. Super dramatic sleeve.
So dramatic.
Yes. We had some photos taken in our last photo shoot of me wearing this sleeve, and I have to say I'm obsessed.
It's amazing. It's amazing. So this is double soyeux. So it is so fluffy. First of all, incredibly fluffy. I don't think
we opted for double soyeux as well because I think this is what we needed to get gauge.
Yeah.
Yes. And also I love how non-transparent it is. It really is not.
Yeah.
Look how it's not that transparent.
Not at
so
all.
It'll be really nice to wear, but still very lightweight. And here for the little, I guess these are the cherries.
Yeah.
This is why she calls it cherries. We use Wensley. No, is this Wensley worsted? Yes.
Yeah.
We use Wensley worsted in peach sweater. So nice. So it's
So
it's like I'm
good.
wearing a set of pearls around my neck.
It's amazing.
So we're going to be sharing photos of this design very soon online, but I will be wearing
very
this at the
soon.
pop-up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have a feeling I'll be wearing this a lot.
Yeah.
At the pop-up.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the next. We already talked about these two colors. We don't need to talk about them
Absolutely.
again.
We talked about those last time.
So we're not going to talk about Queen of the North, which is the new Game of Thrones colorway.
You're wearing Ranunculus in J'ai Dix Ans for the pop-up. I'm wearing my Love Note in Tang in honor of our new Dye-toOrder update this Friday.
So good.
Before we go to the pop-up, we decided to do a new Dye-toOrder update. And this time, I don't know if you guys remember, but last time we did a little survey in our newsletter to ask what you wanted to see from our next Dye-toOrder. And the majority said OG La Bien Aimée colors. So if you don't know what OG means, it means like original first colorways.
Yes. So these are colorways that were made in the first year and second year of LBA. So if you follow us on Instagram, Julia made a really cute reel where she walks you through kind of the combinations that go together. So let's pull some of these out that are supposed to go together.
So these go together.
Le
Littoral, on l'avait mis avec celui-là. These three went together.
Oh, I need Cassiopeia here. It goes here. Le Littoral is actually
it goes with Visual and Driftwood Graffiti.
Okay. So the reason why we're saying like these go with this is because these were all created at the same time. So this first collection here was inspired by stars. I was very much into stars. I don't even know. I have to think back to what movie came out. I almost want to say maybe it was like Interstellar or something that got me super obsessed with stars. And I started creating these colorways that were inspired by star formations. And so the first one we started out with is this dark moody blue, and it's hard to see on screen here. It's kind of a navy blue. It's called Nebula. So it's a cool tone blue. It's really beautiful. It has its own inner light in a way when you see it in person. So we started with Nebula, and then I wanted to match a white speckle to go with it, and this is Interstellar here. And the speckles of Interstellar kind of mimic Nebula. And so I remember there was this shawl called Bendy Arrows by Charlotte Bory that was done with these two colors. And I absolutely love it. I think we're definitely going to bring, maybe we won't bring it to the pop-up, but I want to find it and talk about it because I was thinking about it when we were making the reel earlier this week that we have that shawl by Charlotte Bory called Bendy Arrows, where she used these two colors together and it looked incredible. And then to go along with the trio, we have Andromeda. So Andromeda is a very nuanced colorway. As you can see, it's got lots of colors layered into it with some really beautiful subtle speckles. It's got purple, pink, and gray. And it does have some of the speckles from Interstellar layered into it. So that's kind of how these are connected to each other. This one's called Andromeda. And then the last one we have here is Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia has been a long-standing gray favorite for many, many years.
It goes into most of our fades.
Yes. I love fading to gray.
Yeah.
And the speckles of Cassiopeia is actually the speckles from Interstellar. So you can see what the speckles of Interstellar on a gray base look like. And I just love how the colors break on here. It's just like beautiful, like maroon and purple and blue all together. So here we kind of have this like star combination here with Nebula, Andromeda, Interstellar, and Cassiopeia. So very, very original colors from LBA. Next up.
These. Next we show
I'll let you talk about these.
Okay. So this one is called the Melanic Fade. And it's a gray fade with the same color of speckles. My sister actually knit so faded in this. I should have brought it.
I remember.
Yeah.
We'll have it at the pop-up maybe.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So this one, the lighter gray is called Le Petit Nuage. And I think you can see the speckles so well on this one. It has purple and teal speckles. and the purple speckles break into pink. Oh, it looks so good.
It's really good.
I love this color. And then Le Petit Nuage fades into Le Grand Nuage, which is medium gray with the same purple and teal speckles. I love this one as well.
So in the first years of Bien Aimée, I like to explore using the same speckle array across different colors. So here we just did different gradients of gray and used the same speckles all the way across.
Yeah, and the darker one is the Magellanic Cloud. So this one is shown on Twist Nouveau. So the speckles are a bit more subdued because they've been absorbed a little bit more.
This is a non-superwash base versus the Merino Sport here, which is a superwash base.
But it's interesting to see how these colors look on different bases as well. So this is the darker of the three.
Yes.
And these three fade together super well.
I know we have a shawl, and we should take photos of it. I think it's actually downstairs being photographed. We have something called the Snow Melt by Helen Stewart. And she used these three colors, but not in a fade sequence.
It's true.
And it was really interesting to see how she used it. It's a semicircle shawl, and she's used the two colors together in different combinations. And I just love how it came together. And so this was used in the Snow Melt shawl by Helen Stewart. We'll tag it down below so you can see.
So Le Petit Nuage, Le Grand Nuage, and the Magellanic Clouds make up the Magellanic Fade. So if you want to make a faded sweater or free your fade shawl,
and we've done comfort fade.
We've done comfort fade in this one. I'm pretty sure we have the kits online still.
Yes.
This is a beautiful gray fade with lots of beautiful speckles. If you like grays and purples, and
So in the early days of LBA, it was all about neutrals. Actually, I was really quite into
gray
neutrals and speckles, because also this was a period of time in my life where I wore a lot of neutrals. It was before I had discovered a lot of color. I didn't come into my textile discovery of color until COVID. So we're talking back in 2015, 2016 when these colors were made. So definitely I did like bright colors. So I want to talk about the next bright colors here. And I wanted to bring in two of our most famous bright colors here, Tang and Peanut Butter and Jelly. Tang is what Julia's wearing in her love note here. Here we have it on Merino DK, and this is on Cash Merino, Peanut Butter and Jelly. Obviously, if you're American, and not even, there were a lot of French people who knew what Tang was. Actually, the drink. Tang was this drink that I drank growing up in the Midwest. It's like bright orange, and apparently I think it was like food for astronauts or something. It was like space food or something like that. And there's this drink that was very, very sweet, kind of similar to Kool-Aid, called Tang. And in my mind, when I was creating this color, I was like, this is what Tang looked like. It's not at all. It's actually a different color of orange. But for me, I was like, that's the perfect name for this color here. And then obviously growing up in America and being an American, I grew up eating peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, which was peanut butter and with Concord jelly, which was like this kind of purple color, which was really strange. And I thought when this came out of the pots the very first time, it didn't have the rust speckles on it. And I thought, I'm going to throw rust speckles on it and call this peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah.
And it's one of our...
Because you can see the jelly here, the peanut butter here.
Yeah. And so this is like one of our oldest colors and one of our most popular
Absolutely.
colors.
It stayed one of our most popular along with Tang. These are still colors we dye all the time.
Definitely. We just saw a woman in X wearing an Elton.
An Elton in Tang.
And I looked at that and I go, I need one of those.
It was beautiful. Beautiful.
So coming in, because I still love pink, I brought in this color called Pinku Graffiti. Back in the day, if you see colorways that say graffiti on it, that means that I have thrown speckles on top of it. So originally, the base color is called pinku, and pinku is how Japanese people say pink.
I never knew that was why.
Pinku. It's really, really
cute. This color was called like this.
And it's just different layers of pink that are layered all together. And I love how the base looks. And then I wanted to make it grungy. There was a moment in the early days of LBA that I just threw black speckles on everything. I was just wanting to see how I could just change the color, and we threw black speckles on top of this, and we call it Pinku Graffiti. This is still a very, very popular color. I definitely used it a lot in early samples of LBA.
Yeah.
What's that shawl called? The Speckle and Pop?
Yeah, the Speckle and Pop.
The Speckle and Pop by Stephen West features these colors. I think it's these colors,
Yes,
plus Le Littoral, and I think it has Driftwood Graffiti as well. I think it's downstairs being shot.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So anyways, we will post pictures. So we have pulled all these old samples and we want to have them photographed so that we can kind of show you what to do with these OG colors. These are OG samples too.
Yeah. I think the Love Note is a great idea. Or the Ranunculus, actually, they use kind of the same amount of yarn.
Yes.
Because they're knit on the same gauge. I know for my Love Note, I use 2 skeins of singles and 2 skeins of mohair. Because it's knit at such a big gauge on 6mm needles, it knits so fast.
Yes.
It's such a fun project if you need like a sweater that's not gonna be frustrating.
I remember you can zap through the yoke in a weekend. It's so fast.
Yeah, so the Love Note is a pattern by TinCanKnits. It has this beautiful like leaf lace pattern, but the Ranunculus has really simple lace pattern as well.
Yeah, here as well.
And they both have like a round yoke construction.
Imagine that.
Yes.
And pinku?
That's beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah, or even
peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah. Emily made a lento using peanut butter and jelly singles and anemone kumo.
Oh, yeah.
It looks so good together.
I bet it does. Okay.
Anyway.
So we've just talked about peanut butter and jelly, Tang, and Pinku Graffiti. These 3 are in our Dye-toOrder. That's live tomorrow.
Friday. Sorry. Today is Wednesday.
Today's Wednesday.
We have the day off tomorrow because it's another bank holiday.
Exactly.
As lovely as bank holidays are, having all these days off just before the pop-up when we are trying to get stuff ready.
It's made us a little crazy because the month of May, literally every Thursday is off. And so it's made the weeks very, very short for us.
Very short.
Mais vive la France.
It's nice. It's very nice, but still, we don't know what day it is.
All right, let's talk about these. I'm going to hold this one.
Okay. Our last 3 colors that we will be offering in the Dye-toOrder this Friday are Littoral, Driftwood Graffiti, and Le Littoral. So Littoral is this beautiful, it's a super multi-tonal color. It has lots of purples and a white area, tons of speckles. I love these like neon green speckles. They look so much fun on the white base. And then the purple area has like more earth tone, moody speckles. And this color, when it knits up, if it's for like socks, it's gonna look like kind of micro stripes,
like these like fake stripes. Yeah.
But then if you put it in like a brioche project, for example, it's gonna look like stained glass kind of.
It's super beautiful in brioche.
Yeah.
And this kind of started my series. I thought about it, why I named it Liesel. I started using women's first names that I like.
Oh, it's true.
And Liesel was one that,
well.
and I really love this name. So Liesel, we named this Liesel. Yeah, and this was like part of this collection where there was like another color called Romance, which is going to be in another GTO, and Pêche Mignon. Those 3 kind of came out first, but Liesel was the first that we developed.
It's really fun.
Really, really
fun. It looks really beautiful. It's great for socks.
Super fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so from Peanut Butter and Jelly, I ripped it off one of the colors from Peanut Butter and Jelly to put into this one called Le Littoral. So if you know anything about Bien Aimée, all the colors are kind of related to each other. And so that means that they play together really well. So like these colors, if you knit them in stripes, they would actually kind of melt into each other and make a new color. And that's super fun. And this one has those kind of rust speckles here. And I remember this was one of the first colorways where I had an open like kind of game online to let people name this colorway. And I remember this was named by my best friend Stephanie, called Le Littoral, which means like
it means literally the area by the coast.
Yes.
The shore area.
The shore area. And so I love this shore area of Brittany, Le Littoral. And I thought for me, it's like totally evocative of this area. So this is called Le Littoral, which was inspired, not really, but like a kind of a cousin to peanut butter and jelly. And then from this purple here, we kind of developed other colors that kind of came out of that as well. And I love how it's got this like mix of a warm tone and cool tone colors mixed together. And these just unexpected kind of like rust speckles.
Yeah. And so talking about rust speckles, this one is Driftwood Graffiti. So it's a light neutral beige base with tons of rust speckles on top.
While we're talking about Driftwood Graffiti, I'm going to pull back out one of our new colors here. Remember we showed you Feels. Feels is half this colorway here that we threw in here. And then the other half is called Life Aquatic. So I pulled out this old neutral, which is kind of goes with everything. I love this color.
And because the rust speckles are in so many other colors as well.
Yep.
It pairs really well with some of our other colors.
It plays really well together. Look at these three together like this. It plays really well. So yeah, so that is our OG update that's happening on Friday. Here we got even some more over
we
here.
are doing another Dye-toOrder, and that means that these colors are not dyed yet. You can order them as many as you want, and there's no minimum either. On any base that you want, we're offering a big selection of bases for these colors. Mostly superwash bases because they are most of them are complex and speckled.
And also back in the day, 10 years ago, these were the bases that we dyed the most these colors on. So you'll be able to order sweater quantities and the yarn will all match. So please take time to look at the Dye-toOrder. If you've always wanted a color in Interstellar, which is a color that hasn't always been online, beautiful color, you can order your sweater quantity for that. I'm obsessing about a sweater in this.
A lot of people have been, Nebula is a color that we have requests for.
We brought this out of the vault, actually, just to let you guys know. It's been in the
vault because we've
transitioned. Sorry, that's our coffee machine. It's going to clean itself right now.
Sorry.
So what happened with Nebula is Nebula kind of got dyed less once I created the color Winterfell. Winterfell kind of took its own epic proportions.
Absolutely.
And so Nebula went to the vault. And every once in a while I would bring it out. I brought it back out again when I launched Corey Worsted. Yes. But Nebula had not been dyed on any other bases. And then after a while I retired it because it was a limited edition release on Corey Worsted. And it got retired to the vault. So we're bringing this one out of the vault. So if you want a sweater in Nebula, this is your time to order it.
Absolutely. And if you want to see it better, it will show better on Instagram in the videos we posted yesterday.
Yes. Okay, that's good. We got through everything.
Yeah. So we have, it's just all about all the colors. So this Friday, we have our second round of Dye-toOrder update for La Bien Aimée's OG colors. It starts at 4 p.m. on Friday, and you can order these colors on the base that you want, as many as you want. We will dye that yarn especially for you. That's it.
Et voila.
Voila.
All right, so we're coming to the end of our live. We have to kind of cut it short. We have been online for 42 minutes, so that's pretty good.
And we've shown a lot of things.
Definitely. Please post any questions that you have after watching this live. Just know that we are preparing for our pop-ups. That's exactly what we're going to do this afternoon. You see all of these samples back here on the racks.
We're going to pack all of them.
Need to be packed.
Yes, and then double check, that we are bringing Scotch tape. That
we're doing all the last minute things that we need to do for the pop-up. So
because tomorrow we are off and Friday is our very last day. So it's the day where we double check everything, make sure we haven't forgotten anything.
Yes.
So we don't have time to go through anything else.
No, we don't. We were going to talk about our whips and stuff, but I decided that we need to get back to work.
We have a program this afternoon. We need to stick to the schedule.
Yes, absolutely. So thanks for joining us. This is our weekly live that we offer here on YouTube. We will not be going live in this official capacity like this next week. I might take my phone and go live very quickly at the pop-up, depending on how busy we are. I'm sure that I am 100% sure I'm going to find a moment to be able to go live. So the next two lives next week and the week after will be from the pop-up. If you really want to follow along to know what's going on at the pop-up, follow us on Instagram. We'll be posting.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
We'll
I think we will do as much filming as we can, because that's always fun to share with people who can't be there with us.
Absolutely.
And then see you online if you can't come to the pop-up. All our releases are happening online next Tuesday, May 13 at 11 a.m. Paris time. So anything you have your eye on, you can get there on the La Bien Aimée website.
Most definitely. We're looking forward to seeing you at the pop-up. So until then, bye.